And howdy fellas, this is B Junior from B Junior's Movie Cave. Hanging out in the cave today, nice and proper. Let me say a little short announcement before we get too far in today's movie review that I did recently put up a series of quickie videos for the 30-day horror challenge. Never fear, I have taken those videos down because I didn't like the format. An artist is his own worst enemy. Yeah. I took those down because I didn't like the way they were turning out, but I will be taking the 30-day horror challenge soon. I'm going to slow down and do it right inside the movie cave. I just felt better doing it that way. Look for that in future videos. But for today, more importantly, to the point, we're going to do a movie review on a little Robert Rodriguez film of the late 90s that is kind of the unsung Robert Rodriguez film. On the coattails of all the hype around Scream, Kevin Williamson and Robert Rodriguez got together and kind of did a double team on this one. It is kind of a sci-fi horror body snatcher Robert Rodriguez film. That's the best way I can explain it. The movie is The Faculty. This is a new DVD. It's been released in the Miramax line from the wonderful folks at Echo Bridge Entertainment. They've sent this out for review, and I'm going to give you a little story rundown first and then go over the DVD presentation therein. You know, if you've been in and around the sci-fi or horror genre for a while, you know what this movie's about. It's basically kind of a, got the floating heads poster there going on, and it's kind of on the coattails of Scream, as I said before. Written by Kevin Williamson, directed by Robert Rodriguez. Like I was saying, it's kind of like the Rodriguez film that not many people talk about. It's kind of a love it or hate it film. The story basically centers around all these main characters on the cover there, headed up by Josh Hartnett. Just to say a few names here, Josh Hartnett is in this one. It's got Elijah Wood from Lord of the Rings fame and a whole bunch of younger actors of the day. It's also got old school greats, Popper Laurie, some other folks like that are in this film that have acted in other genre films. Robert Patrick from T2 fame, showed up. He showed up in From Dusk Till Dawn 2, I think it was, Texas Blood Money. But the quick story rundown is there's an alien invasion going on. There's alien critters that have come from outer space. They thrive on water. And they infiltrate a local high school and start off by taking over the faculty. Well, there's an added bonus to that because there's one main alien that's kind of lurking in the background. You don't know who the queen of all the alien concubines or alien takeovers are, basically, or the alien captures. So you don't get to know that until the reveal at the end of the movie, and I don't want to spoil that part of it. Basically, it's about this group of teenagers trying to find a way to fight the faculty who's been taken over by this alien force or alien creatures that I believe enter through the inner ear there, and take over your mind and control your thoughts and whatnot. It's just good fun. I mean, that's basically the rundown of the story. You don't want to think about this film too much. There's not any grand thing you're supposed to learn from it other than just to enjoy it. I've always liked The Faculty. I know it's like a light beer Rodriguez version of his regular action fare or horror fare, but guys, it's one of those. It is rated R for I believe some violence in the movie and some language, and I think some brief nudity that's in the film, but that's not going to take away from the overall viewing experience. I had just as good a time watching this one again. I haven't watched this one since it was out on VHS. So that tells you how long I've waited to watch this one again. It's been out on DVD before, and on I think the Dimension line, and like I said, I just wanted to pick this one out because it was sent out recently for review and not a lot of people talk about it. So a lot of action ensues. There's some good comedy in there too. I like the way this film was shot. I mean, it was shot very well. It's not got a ludicrous budget to it or anything. I think that helps the overall viewing experience. I had a lot of fun going back and revisit this one. I don't know. It's got the tagline, "Take me to your teacher." Kind of like a takeoff on "Take me to your leader." But I don't know. It's kind of like a sci-fi flick with some high school attitude of the late 90s. That's the best way I can say it. The DVD presentation today, I don't know if Echo Bridge has actually put this one out on Blu-ray. I imagine if they haven't, they will soon because they're putting a lot of these Dimension line or Dimension titles that they've acquired out on Blu-ray. They sent out the DVD today, and I got to say, overall, as far as DVD quality goes, It's a solid 3.5, 4 out of 5 stars for the quality of picture. Sound quality, it's probably good, about the same, about 3.5 out of 5. And that's just because I've kind of been wooed by a lot of Blu-rays here recently, and I don't know. This is just one of those little films that you probably want to pick it up on Blu-ray when it comes out. Catch it on the right price, because these are bare bone releases. That is another thing I need to add. There's no special features on this. I think there may be a trailer. I could be mistaken, but this is just kind of the get her done copy. It just gives you the a decent transfer of the film, just so you can watch it with a group of friends. That's the way I recommend watching this one. Just get a bunch of It's just kind of a buddy movie. You get this one together, either on movie night with the guys or date night, whatever, and just watch this one. That's kind of the best arena to view The Faculty. I've forgotten that it had special makeup effects by K&B. The main thing that this movie suffers from, and it's not anything bad on the transfer or anything like that. The main thing that this one suffers from, and it always has, is it's got that mid to late 90s early CGI techniques in it that don't hold up over time. Now, the practical effects in this movie hold up pretty good, I thought. The monster effects and things like that. But overall, it's just because of the sign of its time. Nowadays, if they did this movie, the CGI would probably be a little more top-notch. But back in the day, this was kind of an experimental CGI movie. So that's really your rundown, guys. I say if you find this one out at Walmart or Kmart in a DVD and you don't own it already, and wait for a good, bargain bin or a $5 purchase, you won't go wrong. If you just want the movie, I'd say wait till then and pick it up. This has been your quickie review rundown on the Echo Bridge Miramax Dimension Line release of The Faculty, Robert Rodriguez and Kevin Williamson joint from the late 90s. Hope you've enjoyed it. Stay tuned. I'll be back in the future. Rock on.